Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel, Latina Plants. My name is Jackie. Today, we're going to do a shop with me at Home Depot and Lowe's just to see what they have in stock. Hopefully, they have some new plants in my area. I may, if I get some time, head to another Home Depot and Lowe's further away from me to see if they have anything different than in my location. So make sure that if you like videos like this, you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, click on that bell to get notified every time I upload a video. And don't forget to hype this video up if you like it and share it with others. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and see what they have at my Home Depot. So they have some amaryllis bulbs here in the entryway. This is the only card that they have, and these amaryllis bulbs are going for $8.88. They also have some kalanchoes here, and some cyclamens, and some ivies on the bottom. Now let's go ahead and see what they have indoors. So it looks like they got a shipment of all of the poinsettias. And it looks like they only have the red variety. I would really like to add a poinsettia to my collection, but I really don't know how well they would do indoors. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys know. And these are 6-inch pots going for $6.98. And they're beautiful and lush. I would really like to add one of these to my collection. I am looking for the variety that's either pink and white or red and white. And here they have the Ficus shaverianas. And they also have the Ficus tanikis. Those are going for $26.98. They also have some beautiful calatheas here. I'm not really sure what the name of this calathea is. If you know, let me know down below in the comments. This is a beautiful large basket for $26.98. I think that's a steal. They also have the Monstera Deliciosa here. Lots and lots of these available. This all looks like a fresh shipment in my store. They also have the braided money trees, and they are going for $39.98, as well as the Dracaenas here. Now let's see what Proven Winners has. It looks like they have more of the same. The H2O bowls, they are typically $29.98. Then they have the Leaf Joy little pots that go for $5.98. Here are some more H2O bowls. Nothing is really different here, so I'm not going to go into too much detail with you guys. They do have the pots that are $19.98 on sale for $9.98 from Proven Winners, Leaf Joy. They also have lots and lots of terrariums still available. I've showed you guys these plants in more detail in previous shop with me's, as well as these cacti. We did go over these. These are going for $6.98. They do not have names on all of these, so we're not going to go over the names this time. And this row is going for $5.98, and then the grafted cacti are also going for $5.98, and these larger smart plants down below are going for $6.98. Here they have some larger plants arrangements. This one did not have a price on it. I was looking for it so that I could tell you guys, but I could not find it. Also, I'm doing a voiceover because I am trying to figure out the mic situation, and there is way too much noise in the background and too much music, loud music, and so I decided to just do the voiceover. So I'm sorry if I don't tell you all the names and prices like I was during the video recording. They have this cute little donkey's tail. I didn't see the price on that, but I think these are going for $6.98. I'm sorry, $4.98. $4.68. Goodness. You can see the price on the screen there. They have some gasterias and haworthias here. These are really easy to care for plants. And so today's idea is to give you guys ideas of what kind of plants you can buy someone for the holidays. I think gasterias and haworthias are really easy to care for plants, and they're inexpensive, as you can see here, and they have so many different varieties. So you can definitely grab a couple of these, make your own arrangement, and gift it for the holiday. These plants don't need too much watering. They just need a nice, airy, well-draining cactus mix, and they will do great. Also, I do recommend putting these in terracotta just to make sure that you're not overwatering. The terracotta lets the soil and roots breathe and wick away moisture as well, in case you are a little too much with overwatering your plants. That is a good idea to do for haworthias and gasterias, as well as cacti and succulents, is to keep them into terracotta. Now, if you're an underwaterer, then maybe you want a ceramic pot. They also have this agave for $18.98. I love the pots that they come in. And here they have some amaryllis bulbs that would be great to gift as well. These are going for $12.98. And I believe it comes with everything in the box for the person to be able to plant and grow this amaryllis. Here looks like they got some new wick and grow plants from Costa Farms. They have some dracaenas, some crotons. These pots go for $5.98. They have some golden pothos, this red vein maranta, the pink dracaena. They have a regular green philodendron hederaceum, and I think this is a false aurelia. They have some beautiful syngoniums as well as these button ferns. They have some ivy here. They also have the pearls and jade. I do recommend giving small plants to people who are starting in their plant journey. They also had that beautiful pink Tittonia, and the pots down below were more of the same type of plants, except the only thing different that I saw on the bottom was the marble queen and some other ivy varieties. And so here we're looking at the hanging baskets. They had a ton of golden pothos. They also had some beautiful Cebu blues. This is also a plant that I would recommend gifting. It's super easy to care for, and it's gorgeous, and I just love the blue color on the leaves. Again, the pearls and jade is another beautiful plant to gift as well. This pot is going for $16.98, and it's from Costa Farms. The white pots with the twine hangers are from Costa Farms as well, and they're going for $19.98. They also had some beautiful Syngonium varieties, as you can see here. The larger Costa Farm pots go for $20.98. They also had this Maranta and a Fittonia in the center there. They had some fresh baskets of the Scindapsus argyrius here, and some different varieties of ivies. Here is one of the prayer plants. It just says green prayer plant, but I think it's the lemon lime Maranta. I think this is a gorgeous plant. I definitely want to add that one into my collection. They also had the lemon lime philodendron here, and this beautiful lush hanging basket of the marble queen pothos. All of these plants are very good beginner plants, or if you're somebody who is super busy, these plants are pretty resilient and easy to care for, so I would recommend these more easy to care for plants as gifts. They also had beautiful philodendron Brazils here. I would not recommend a fern to anybody, or even a peperomia. Here is a pixie peperomia, pixie lime peperomia. This plant looks really cute, but it does have some damage. I'm not sure if that's cold damage or what it is, but I find that peperomias are a little bit more sensitive than like a pothos. They had some beautiful Tradescantias here as well. More of the Marantas and some Fittonias. Fittonias are also very dramatic and sensitive, so that's another one that I would not recommend. And then I found this plant here. I thought the variegation was really pretty, and it has a tag that says it's an ivy, but it kind of looks like a peperomia to me. If you guys know for sure if this is an ivy or not, let me know down below in the comments. I thought it was beautiful. And that one is going for $20.98. It's in a larger hanging basket. And so here is a fern for $16.98. Now we're going to look at the Vigor plants here. We've seen these the last shop with me, but these go for $15.98. They have a ficus here, a calathea. I'm not sure if this one is the Rosiopicta or the Dottie. Beautiful leaves. That one is a harder plant in my opinion to care for. They also have some beautiful Sansevierias for $15.98 here. And some gorgeous golden pothos, and they also had some jade pothos at the bottom. And here they have a ton of beautiful orchids. Looks like they've been selling a lot of these. They are gorgeous. These orchids, I believe, go for $19.98. The larger ones, and I believe the smaller ones go for $14.98. They also had some cyclamens here. I love the way cyclamens look. They're just so beautiful. But as I was looking at them in the store, you could actually see like some bugs crawling on the leaves. So I don't know. They were kind of fast moving. So technically fast moving bugs are supposed to be good guys. So I don't know. I am kind of scared of cyclamens. I did bring one in my collection one time, and I ended up with mites and thrips, so I'm kind of steering away from them. Down here they have some Wiccan grow plants. These are the Pan Am Pileas. And they also had some crotons and dracenias down there. And on the other side, they had some Sansevierias. I'm going to take you over there to look at the Sansevierias up close. So here are the Sansevierias. These are beautiful, easy to care for plant, and they are inexpensive in a ceramic pot for only $5.98. I think this is a great buy and would be a great gift for anyone this holiday that you'd like to give a planty gift to. And they have different varieties here. Unfortunately, they do not say the name of the varieties, but you guys can always look up these Sansevierias to find out which varieties they are. They're pretty easy to identify online and search. They also have these plants here. These are also plants that I would recommend. They're easy to care for, $7.98. All you need to do is pair it with a beautiful pot, and you could do the planty person a favor and repot it if you'd like, or you can leave it to them if they really love repotting plants. They also have these that are already in beautiful pots for $12.98. And I would only recommend that you give cacti and succulents to anybody that knows about cacti and succulents, because they require a lot of light, you guys. Here are some hanging baskets. These are $19.98 and they're in these globy hanging pots. And so they have the neon queen, they have some spider plants in them. All of the Tradescantias look like they sold in those. Then here we have some cuddly cacti, and I don't know what that other flat cacti is called. The cowboy cacti, I think. And I saw this one, I thought this was super cute. It's a succulent. I cannot say that, so I got it up close as possible so you guys could see the name. I love the colors on that plant. And they also have these really small Sansevierias that would be great as well for a gift. And the reason that I recommend Sansevierias is because they can take a lot more water than cacti and succulents, so I find them pretty easy to care for. Here they have some begonias from Costa Farms. These pots are going for $9.98. They're in a self-watering pot, and it has a cute little window in the front so you can see the water level. I would not put a Sansevieria in a self-watering pot, but it could work. Here is a beautiful Mandula. Now this is one of the plants that I definitely recommend putting in a self-watering pot because it can be sensitive to overwatering compared to your regular pothos varieties or philodendron. They also had some ivies, and back here they had some Thai constellations. And if you have not gotten a Thai constellation in your collection yet, you might want to head over to this Home Depot if you're close to me, because these are going for $15.98. They are discounted, and some of these have some really good variegation still. They also had this Rhaphidophora tetrasperma or mini monstera, looking really lush and healthy. Now let's take a look at all of the Vigor plants here on this table. They have some pink princess that really don't have that much variegation, a ton of golden pothos, some more of these calatheas here, lots of different varieties of Sansevierias and Aglaonemas. This one is super beautiful. I love the variegation on these leaves. If you know the name of any of these plants, please leave it down below in the comments so that we can learn as we go here looking at these plants. Here is another calathea, and here is a Ficus bambino. They also had some Dieffenbachias mixed in here, some ponytail palms, bromeliads, and some peace lilies. I have not tried the ponytail palm in my collection or a bromeliad, but the peace lily is also one that I would recommend. It is easy to care for, but she is a little bit thirsty and dramatic. So if your person is super busy, maybe not a peace lily as a plant or a gift. Here we're going to look at the large floor plants that they have. They have some different varieties of philodendrons here. Really large leaves on these, beautiful dark large leaves. They also had some Dracaenias here with some beautiful variegation, different types of Dracaenias. They also had the ficus, fiddly fig, some more of these Calatheas. This one's an easy to care for one, so I would recommend that one. And then they had this beautiful Dieffenbachia here. At first, I thought it was an Aglaonema, but when I checked the tag out, it's a Dieffenbachia. And so the plants that are in black pots are going for $19.98, and the ones that are in the white, more plastic decorative pot are going for $26.98. They also had some more Monstera deliciosas and some Alocasia regal shields that did not look too happy here. Some more Monstera deliciosas and fiddly figs here, as well as some Dracaenias. Again, the ones in the black pots are going for $19.98, and the ones in the cover pots are going for $26.98. They also had a ton of crotons here. All of these are going for $19.98. This is a beautiful plant if you like a lot of color in your home. They also had some Majesty palms here. Here they had one lone ZZ here, just a green variety, some more Shiverianas. And then these plants here, I thought it was an Aglaonema as well, but this is also a Dieffenbachia. I would not recommend gifting a Dieffenbachia only because a Dieffenbachia can cause some numbness and things. So if you have pets or kids, little kids, I would not recommend getting a Dieffenbachia. But out of those two pots, this one is the better buy. It was full, lush, and healthy. And now here we're gonna look at the Norfolk pines that they have. These are 6-inch pots for $12.98. This would be a beautiful gift, but I don't really know the care for a Norfolk pine. It is a tree, but this person can always try to keep it alive throughout the winter season and plant it in their yard if they like these kind of trees. I think it's really cute. A lot of people keep them for the winter holiday and then just toss them. And then I found this setup here, all of these beautiful whale fins here. They had this variegated one and the regular whale fin. They are gorgeous, you guys. They are going for $24.98. Gorgeous whale fin Sansevierias. Then they had these bowls here of Sansevierias, and these are great gifts, you guys, to give to any planty person. They also had this braided one here, and this one's going for $29.98. And they have rocks on top, but the rocks are not glued on, you guys, which was nice to see. But it looks like that in transport, a lot of the rocks got spilled out of some of these. They also have these here. I can't really see the price, I'm sorry. But yeah, these are great gifts as well. They had some aloes and some more braided Sansevierias here. And down below they had some succulent arrangements. Really beautiful succulents here. I'm gonna try and go back and listen to the audio and maybe put in the prices on the screen for you guys, since I can't really see them. They had this like copper metal kind of, what do you call it, hammered nail kind of pot in the copper tone. They also had it in the gold tone, and then they had the other gold pots as well. Here they have some larger Norfolk pines for $24.98. These are 9-inch pots, and I just love the texture of the foliage on this plant. It's actually a lot softer than I thought it would be. Here they have the H2O bowls for $26.98. I think those are very, very expensive. The only way that I think that this is kind of worth it is if you're a semi-hydro person and the work is already done for you. It's already got water roots and you don't have to worry about shocking the plant. So maybe it'll be worth it for you. I don't know. It's still pretty expensive, you guys. And here they have some Hoyas. They have the Hoya Chook. They also have the Hoya Species Affinity Bertoniae here. They had the Hoya Rosita, as well as the Hoya Ficii, and these really cute pots that look like candle holders. They also had this beautiful Matilde Splash. This one had quite a few splashy leaves. And here is the Hoya Ficii. Gorgeous. And again, these are all going for $9.98. They also had some in the 10s. Looks like only the sea stone one for $9.98. So you can choose whether you want the like candle holder look or the tin look. They had some button ferns in these tin, as well as some peperomias, obtusifolias in there, and then down below some more H2O bowl things that I really don't recommend. I think they're just overpriced. Here are some more cacti and succulents, new arrangements and things for the holidays. These are really cute. They had some hanging baskets. Let's take a closer look. Not really sure what the name of this plant is, but I thought it was really cute for $7.98, and it has like kind of pinky reddish vines and the back of the leaves. And then they had this other succulent here. At first I thought it was a string of hooks or something like that, but it's kind of bigger, more plump. And then I spotted a string of pearls and I knocked a plant over. I will pick it up. Beautiful lush basket of string of pearls. And then here I'm just trying to figure out how to fix this. And I think this one is called the ruby necklace, if I'm not mistaken. If you know for sure the names of these succulents, please say down below in the comments. And I think this one might be the string of hooks. I'm not sure. Then I wanted to show you guys these succulents down here, but first I wanted to put the hanging basket back up. All of those hanging baskets were going for $7.98. Then they have these beautiful succulents here for $5.98. And I am going to go through them and show you the names of them. This one is an Echeveria hybrid. It's called the Cubic Frost. Gorgeous. I did try to grow that in my collection, and I didn't find her to be easy. Here's a sedum, a Dolphy marmalade, I think it said. Beautiful. Here is a Graptopetalum Jester, I think. I'm not sure if I'm saying these names right, but an Echeveria red licorice. I really love the look of cacti and succulents, but I don't really like when they get leggy, so yeah, that's why I stopped collecting them and purged my cacti and succulent collection. But I do really enjoy seeing them in other people's collections. I think they're gorgeous. If I lived somewhere where I could keep them outdoors all year long, I would definitely have a collection of these. They're just so beautiful and unique plants. Another burrow's tail. This one, I think it's called a watch chain or something like that. It's a crassula. They had so many different varieties I wanted to show you guys. Another graptopetalum here. And then I really had to show you this one in the back. It's just so pastel-y looking. And this one is a kalanchoe stained glass. Gorgeous. Look at all those colors, you guys, on that plant. She seemed like she was super dry and needed a drink, though. And here they have this Graptovaria opalima. Don't laugh at me if I'm saying these names wrong, you guys. I really don't know about succulents and cacti that well. That one's a neon breaker or something like that. Gorgeous. And here I'm struggling and pushing the tray back. I do end up fixing it, but I have to do it later. They had some variegated bear paws in here as well. So many more cacti and succulents available. These are smaller, so they're going for $4.68. And I was going to go over these, but I didn't want to break anything or drop anything here. Trying to do things one-handed, but this one is cute. The name was Candy Cane. Some more aloes. And then here they have some lithops. Some pretty large lithops too. And these are going for $5.45. These are really cool, if you ask me. Some of the pots have like 4 in them. Some have just one larger lithop. And others have like 3. So I think grabbing one with 4 in it is a good deal. These arrangements were going for $24.98. Pretty expensive if you ask me. They also have these tin arrangements and they are going for, I believe they were $12.98. They have these cute little bowl arrangements as well. And some larger cacti and succulents on the bottom. Here's a look at what they have. And those are the same ones that I just showed you up here. And yeah, these are all ranging from $12.98 to $24.98 for the larger pots on the bottom. Some are even more pricey. The larger, the pricier. And then I found this setup here for the holidays. New plants, you guys. New stock. These are some more Sansevierias. So many different varieties here. And I think the varieties are Laurentii, all of them. This one is the Laurentii Gold. It says on the tag here. I was so happy to find tags that that had the names, the IDs. This one here is called the Trifasciata. I cannot say that. Starts with a Z. Xylanica, I think. They also had this one here that's called the Whitney, with the darker leaves. And this one is the same as the first one that we saw, the gold. Beautiful Sansevierias here, and I love that they put some pine cones or a bow in there to make it nice and festive. I think these are a great gift for anyone for the holidays. They're just gorgeous. They also have some small ones if you want to give some smaller plants. They have some Haworthias in here and smaller Sansevierias, and these are all going for $4.98. These pots are super cute. They also have these here for $5.98. So cute. This would be a great gift with a gift card or anything like that, or maybe some planty supplies and a small little plant. I think anybody would appreciate these plants. They are just so beautiful and structural, and they're easy to care for as well. And if you have a cacti or succulent lover, they would love a Sansevieria. This one's really cute with the red edges on the leaves. And here are the cacti and succulent, or the cacti. I didn't want to pick those up because I was going to definitely be poking myself. And then we're not going to even pay attention to the glitter and spray painted ones at all. I do not recommend buying those for anyone. And now I wanted to take a look at this area. We saw this on my last shop with me, but they have some beautiful Hoyas here. I think this one is called the Flamingo Dreams, and the difference between this one and the Crimson Queen is that I didn't want to drop the pot, sorry, is that this one keeps the pink for a lot longer, and that's why it's called the Flamingo Dream. One of my viewers told me this is the Alocasia. Oh gosh, I forgot the name. I was going to tell you guys. This one is the Sinuata, or the Quilted Dreams. She's not looking too hot. Someone needs to save her, rescue her. Those are great gifts if you know anybody who loves alocasias. They also had a beautiful Stramanthe Trio Star. If you know somebody that loves the pink in their plants, this is a super easy one to gift and to care for. I thought this was going to be hard in my collection, but it's doing great in my Naked Roots self-watering pot. Not self-watering pot, my Naked Root pot. If you guys are interested in the Naked Root pots, I have a link down below for a discount. You can also gift some Naked Root pots to a friend for the holidays. So it's freezing, you guys. Thank goodness my coffee is still nice and warm and that I left in the car because I could not carry it around with me in the store. So yeah, Home Depot had some really nice holiday cacti and succulents available that are new in stock. I hope you guys enjoyed that shop with me. It's a little long, so I might separate all of these. Just know that when you see me on the next couple videos wearing the same clothing, it's the same day that I filmed, but I will have to edit these and post them separately just because they're super long and I want you guys to be able to see everything. So I don't want to edit it down way too small. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out Lowe's. I did not pick anything up because I didn't see anything that I really wanted. So yeah, let's go check out Lowe's next. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, click on that bell to get notified every time I upload a video, and hype this video up so others can see it. I'm a little out of breath because I like practically ran to the car because it's so cold. It's like 40 degrees here in Jersey, and luckily it's not very windy because it would feel even colder if it was. But yeah, I will check you guys out at the next one. Bye.